Yo, what's up guys? It's Flashgabe Media, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial that's going to be a little bit more advanced, but if you know your way around After Effects, you should be fine. I'm going to try to help you guys through this. So basically the effect is where the camera goes through the visor. It kind of looks cool. I've done this in my fracture montage. I've done this, I'm doing it in the literally done it like 3 times already in my on the montage I'm working on right now, which is this. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in and get this. Let's get it rolling. So hit up a new composition. Title is the composition name is not important. The width, make sure the width is 1920, and the height is 1080. Frame rate of 29.97 seconds, frames per second, and you can have the duration at around 5 seconds. And make sure you got pitch black there. Okay. First things first, drop in the clips. I'm going to have these in the description of the video so you can go ahead and practice along with this. So it's actually zooming out. We need it to actually zoom in. So go ahead and right click on the file, enable timer mapping. If you're not familiar with timer mapping, basically the way it works is, okay, I'll make the composition settings. Hold on. Yeah, you can actually bring up the composition settings to 10 just to show you this, because it was not enough for me to show. Okay, so the starting clip, the starting keyframe equals the beginning of the clip, and the ending keyframe equals the end of the clip. So by simply switching them, you'll be reversing the actual clip you'll be playing in reverse. And the cool thing about timer mapping is, depending how close together they are in relationship to each other, that will determine the speed and the duration the clip's actually played at. So go ahead and drag this keyframe to about 1 second, and let's bring our workspace down in here. We don't need to see that much stuff, but I just wanted to show you just for that. 1 second, so I have a feeling that's going to be too fast. So bring it to 1 second and 10 frames. Okay. Now go ahead and find the frame where the camera stops moving. So it's right about at the 1 frame. At the 1 second mark, excuse me. Okay, so it's right there. Now duplicate and drag so you have it like that. Now before we go any further, let's go ahead and label these clips. The first clip is obviously the zoom in angle. This next one above it will be the visor outside, and we'll do the rest later. Okay, so right now we're going to be doing some cropping. Make some room here. Before we crop, make sure you right click on the layer, hit time, and freeze frame. So now it's it's basically the equivalent of a still frame. It's like an image now, but that's fine for what we need to do. That's good. We want it like that. So hit G and H. H will be your dragging tool, and G will be your mask. So just go ahead and mask around the edge of the visor. I don't need to be that zoomed in. And I'm kind of rushing it. You could probably rush it too because it's a visor, so it can't get that complicated. But yeah. I'm definitely rushing this, but yeah, be sure to take your time when you actually do it. But I'm pretty sure if you rush it like me, you won't have problems. Okay. There we go. Nice. Now, first things first, hit M to bring up your mask options and set to subtract. And so what this is basically doing, just to show you guys, is we just cut a hole in the guy's face. So let's to make this look a little nicer, go ahead and bring the feather to around 10 and mask expansion to about 2 pixels. Try 3 pixels. Oh well, it's subtracted, so try negative. No. Yeah, 4? Yeah, 4 left. 4 looks good. Okay. Next is to hit S for scale, keyframe the scale, hit P for position, keyframe the position, hit U to bring up both at the same time. Go about 5 frames in, and then keyframe both of those. And then go ahead and take the actual frame, and while holding shift, scale it up just so that right about there. Get zoomed back in. So you can already see the effect we're going to be doing. Next is let's get the gameplay footage. Drag that in there and make sure it's playing, and that'll work. So drag that gameplay footage so it's not covering up the clip before it, because yeah. The next step is to find CC lens in your effects and presets. Grab that and bring the size up to 75 exactly, and then just move this around to where it looks right, where those corners kind of give it the three-dimensional effect. Now we're going to be keyframing the size and convergence, so hit those keyframes. Now hit U so you can bring them up, and bring them about double the size as the scale and position animations on the visor. So the size of convergence is going to take a lot more time for the animation. So hit the size up to 500, and that just brings it so it's normal. So there we go. We kind of already have the effect going for us, but now we just need to make that transition stage look a lot better. So now we duplicate the visor outside layer, and now we'll go ahead and rename it to visor inside, because it's going to be inside of the visor. Go to your mask settings and make it so it says add in this menu. Set it to add, then go to your blending options and set it to overlay, and there you go. The next step here is to hit T for your opacity. Go about a couple frames before the layer starts, then go about 5 frames over, and go back to the beginning and set that opacity down. Sorry, excuse me. To 100, and then bring that opacity down to 0 at the end. Yeah. So we're already kind of still getting we're still kind of getting the effect, but that transition doesn't look right there. Okay, so all you got to do is get the I forgot to label the gameplay. Label that gameplay. Okay, there you go. Now hit T for opacity on that, and just go, I don't know, like 3 frames in. Go about 5 frames out. Actually, excuse me, you want to go in the beginning, and then just go 3 frames forward. Well, that's like 5 frames, whatever. I can't really tell how many frames it is, but in relationship to or everything else. And bring the opacity to 0, so it kind of fades in like that. And there you go. That's the effect. Let's go ahead and preview it. Make sure it looks right. So it just like oozes into his face, which is nice. So there's the effect for you. Now there's other variations and effects you can add to it, but that's the basic way you pull off the effect. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and hit me up. And thank you. That's the end of the tutorial.